I think I'm on. I think I'm broadcasting. Let's just bring up the big stupid head. There it is. Hey, my name's Eric. I'm making a game. How many days are left? Oh, I didn't update the number. Hold on. Yesterday it was 23 days left until I release it. And by the magic of subtraction and time flowing, it is now 22 days. Let me update that little graphic. 22 days before the Godkiller Chapter 1. The Godkiller Chapter 1 is released. For you. For the world. Yeah. And it's been 4 years. It's been 4 years I've been working on this thing. And I don't mean like casually puttering away at it. I did the calcs. It's been like a second job. Been checking on my time. And I think I've averaged about 40 hours a week for all those 580 days. You can say 40 hours a week. That's no big deal. I mean, everybody works for it. No, but I had another job. Another job that I worked 40 hours at. So 80 hours, you know. Applying my mind to two problems. Really more than that, but two sets of problems. One set that was given to me by my employer to pay the bills, to pay the mortgage, to give myself certain comforts in life. And the other set of problems are involved with my game, to bring my game into the world, to bring the art that expresses who I am into the world. I don't have a kid, by the way. I don't have any kids. You know what my kid is? This fucking game. This game is my child. This game represents me. And even more so than a lumpy bit of biology with some genetic materials transferred on. Because when you have a kid, I'm not really qualified to talk about children. I'm really not. I guess I've been one before. Been around them. But when you have a kid, you're fooling yourself if you think that thing is like you. It's something else. It's something different. And I draw on my experience with my siblings. It's kind of an interesting bit of experience that I'm glad I had, which is I have two step siblings. And I've got one biological sibling. And the reason why it's good is because you can get a little sampling of how people are different and how people are the same. And out of all of my brothers and sisters, I'm probably the most like my stepsister, Malia. We both share this kind of almost disdainful, rebellious quality. You know, it's you see people around you doing things and you say maybe they're idiots, that kind of thing. We both got that. My biological sister, Heather, she's super sweet. But it's all random. Have a kid, it's not necessarily going to be like you. It's almost just pure luck if it's anything like you. Like it feels like it's almost completely random. Like you just got fooled into thinking that because this thing maybe had a few freckles like you did, or the same color of hair, roughly the same height as you, that it's going to be the same person, and it's like somebody scooped an extra thing into each baby that you don't get to choose. But a game that gets to be exactly what you want it to be. You get to make it what you want it to be. You'll have practical limitations to what you can put into it. Money and time, you know. But it's you. It gets to be you. Art gets to be you. You've got control over it. All right. So let's get to work. We will go inside the belly of Steam today. It's a place I do not enjoy spending time in. But when you get down to the end, you gotta do the things you don't enjoy to get it done. So a little bit of history. This is not too much of a tangent. I'm just saying how I'm arriving where I'm at today. This great guy, Schick, I've worked with him. I mean, we go back. We worked together on Drod. He developed the online backend to Drod. He made Steam before there was Steam. That's another way of putting it. Okay, so I added achievements to the game. We had some troubleshooting. I did a little bit of robusticizing last night on the code related to Steam, but I knew that wasn't the cause of the problem. I said, okay, so have you got Steam connected and running? Yes, he does. Okay, did you install the game through Steam? And he showed me the screenshot, which proves that he did. Not that I didn't trust him to just tell me, but this is an elegant way of communicating a lot of certainty. He sent me his player log file. There was one bug that he pointed out pretty nicely. Steam API init failed, refer to Valve's documentation, blah, blah, blah. I did refer to the documentation. And I learned that there is a file which links the exe, the executable, to the app on the Steam backend. And if you don't launch the game executable from Steam, you need that file to be there. But it's really not meant to be part of the Steam distribution of your game. It's just a developer thing. And I had that file on my system. It was in the directory where the game was launching from. So Steam was not confused. It knew by looking at that file that when I was launching my local executable of the game in my dev environment, that the achievements I earned while playing the game should go to the bucket on the Steam backend for that particular game. So the linkage was there for me, wasn't there for him. So my options were, I could give him that same file so he could run it. But then I realized I'm screwing up because I should be testing. This guy's offering to do test work for me. I should be testing the actual environment that a player is going to run from, not this weird janky dev environment. So I started another build with my bug fixes from last night, and it finished, while I was watching TV and drinking vodka last night. And now it's time to make a Steam build, a proper Steam build. And I also realized that I've been avoiding it because I keep on forgetting all the little steps. So this time I'm going to document the steps so that every time I have to do a Steam build, I can do it like in a brainless way. Now, if I was really investing in this, I'd figure out some kind of automation that just, the builds just go right out there. I don't even know if that's possible. I don't think it's quite possible, to be honest. There's buttons you got to push on the back end. Unless I'm going to write some kind of web scraper button pusher thing, I don't think the automation is actually possible. Okay, so let's do it. This is going to be documentation to create a Steam build. And I'm going to create the Steam build. I'm going to do both things at the same time. So let's start a doc. This one I can fix. Let's go Steam release steps. Okay. 1. Build all the EXEs, all the distributables on Unity Cloud Build. Done. Download all of them. all of the distributables. Let's do that next. Okay, and okay, this one has got like a little bit of personal info and stuff. I'm going to switch over to the head mode for a little bit. Not long, not long. Minutes, mere minutes. Can I go to the Unity Cloud build history? And it's showing me all success for those builds. I'm going to download GKMac demo. Download the zip file. I'm going to download GKMac, the full version of it. I'm going to download GK164 demo. Download the zip file. I'm going to download the zip file for GK164. Okay. In truth, tonight I really only need to upload the Win64 one, but I think I should just do them all. Okay, so they are downloading, and I can move to a different screen. They will continue to download, and that allows me to put the camera back on my workspace. Okay, now I'm even going to close this build history thing there. Okay. Let's see. We go to where's the next thing? I do have to document these things because right now I'm spending time thinking about it and I don't want to. That's the whole point. Steamworks SDK, tools, content builder, content. Okay. Now can I just copy the path? Just let me copy the path, that's all I want. I really gotta get rid of this iCloud thing. The way it sets up is just, it's like an alien creature that replaces your spine, and to get rid of it you have to remove your spine and then you die, and that's kind of what iCloud does. There's a little button and then you say I want to remove it, and it says, oh, you delete all the files? No, don't fucking delete all the files. Yeah, that's how iCloud is. Basically all of the remote mirroring solutions, I don't recommend a single one of them. I've looked at iCloud, Dropbox, Google Drive, pCloud, installed them all, tried them all. They all do some like skeevy shit. I don't even mean like malware type, maybe in some cases, but for the most part it's just some product manager somewhere says we need to do this, they make a change, and then something that you previously didn't have to think about is broken, or you lose data, or you're locked out of some functionality that you thought you'd have but you don't have. Okay, copy all zip files to, okay, now here's a thing where maybe if I'm a little bit smarter, I'll just make this be a batch file that runs. Let's do that, because I still have to make this build again and again and again. It's just a little batch file. That will improve my life. Okay, where do I want it to be? I don't want to be in download. I do have run build bat here already. Is that one that I made? I don't think it is. No, I think my scripts are in Builder OSX. Yeah, I've got build GK, I've got build GK beta SH. So I already kind of knew this wasn't a great setup here. Let me open this in Visual Studio. or Visual Studio Code. I'll try that. We'll see what happens. Yeah, shut up with your release notes. Okay. So that's build GK. Now I've got another one for the beta. Okay, let's just that. Okay. Let's close this other one. Maybe I can do a unzip. Let's see what the command line stuff for that is. There is an unzip. Okay. All right. Since this is going to be like a thing where I check that each part works, I'll put in the commands, but I'll comment out stuff. And I'll just run each part a little bit at a time, because I don't like to have a whole bunch of shit going on. Like, suppose the first part fails and down here it starts uploading some stuff that I don't really want to upload. So let's think about the steps. Copy zip archives from let's see. Before running script, you need, I don't even have to do that. Okay. Copy Unity Cloud build, Upright Citizens Brigade, zip files to, and where do I want them to go? I want them to go in this previous place. Yeah. Oh, they're gonna have different names? Is that true? Let me look at these ones. What are the names on those? Demo 6. That one's Demo 14. This might be more trouble than it's worth. Now I'm thinking about it a little bit further. Okay, so I want those files with their unique names to go over into the previous directory, and that's helpful. But the trick is, I'd also want these to be extracted off into here, and I also want these directories to be cleaned out. Let me see, is there a simple way to do this without having to do super tricky shell programming? How many more releases do I gotta make? This month it's only gonna be like 3 or something like that. Over the course of next year, maybe 10, 15 releases, something like that. Probably less, actually. They'll be organized around patches. Yeah. Okay. Don't over-engineer it. Let's do it this way. Document. Copy all the zip files to Content Builder previous. Okay. Now if I extract them, let's see what kind of mess that causes. Let me guess, they're gonna go in the same directory with the rest of the stuff. God damn it, I hate it when that happens. Okay, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Is it... No, that's not the thing I want to undo. Let's just delete anything that doesn't look like a zip file. Okay. Actually, it wasn't too bad. Act. Yeah, actually, let's... It didn't put them all in the top directory. For the two apps, there's basically self-contained archives. It just made that. Okay. A better way to do this, though, might be to just make a copy of the zip files inside of each of those. So, because now I don't know between these two which one's the demo one, because they both have the same name. And probably some more problems with this, or at least it's error prone. Okay. I'll move that to trash. And then I'll have to figure out what are the latest ones. 14. $48, $69. I think those are right. Okay, let's see if the date on these is all. Okay, 622, 622, 622. Although I think... No, those all came in about the same time. Okay. So I could say in my instructions just to make two copies. One here, and then let's delete the current contents in each of these directories. Let's start recording history. Delete the contents of GKMac, GKWin, GKMac, GKWin, and then I'm gonna change this. GKMac demo, GKWin demo. Because it's no longer a beta and I use the build in the same way. Here, let's just do it this way. 1, 2, 3, boom, boom, boom. Move the zip files in Content Builder to their corresponding child folder. Okay, and let's fix these. Rename GKMac demo. Rename GK1 demo. And then let's fix the script. I gotta also fix this as well. Okay, let's change this to Win Demo Mac Demo. Save that. And I'm going to take this out because I'm no longer going to make an ambitious script. Save that. Save that for later. Okay, save that, and also need to do the these VDF files. Where are those at? Where scripts? That's it. Okay. GK. One demo. GK Windows demo. Okay, that should be fine. We'll need to rename that, but I won't do that just yet. Okay, GK Beta Mac. GK1 Mac demo. Okay. Then I gotta rename these files. Scripts. I should do it. That should do it. Okay. Get that feeling of loose ends. What are the loose ends? Maybe no loose ends. Oh, it was just I stopped short of continuing here because I had to go fix these guys. That's the loose end. Okay. Didn't leave a stove on or anything like that. Okay, move the zip files into the corresponding child folders. Did I do that yet? Let's take a look. Content. I did not do that yet. Okay. No? Okay, try Alright. Mac demo. See, the names here match up, which is good. So it's not too hard to figure out. It's not error prone. When things are obvious and simple and line up well, and you make less errors. Okay, so GK Mac, open it. Okay, move to trash. I don't like that the icon's not there, because I did specify the icon. I certainly did. Maybe that's a Unity Plus feature? Along with the splash screen? I don't know. Okay, so this one will create an extra subdirectory and I'll have to drag it into the directory above. GK Win demo. Okay. Move you up one. Okay, get rid of that too. Okay. Move to trash. Let's double check here. Does that look okay? Yeah, where's the little icon? Well, for an exe, a Windows exe, I would not expect an icon to be there. Because I'm on a Mac. Okay, this one seems fine. Data. Yeah, so limited set of data there. Cool. That seems fun. Let's go update my notes. Decompress each zip file inside of its child folder. Split the zip file inside of each child folder. Move the Windows extra child folder up one level. Okay. Next, run Steam Pipe. Okay, so let me go to, where are we going? Let's add a new tab. Steamworks SDK. Let me see if I can make one that works all the way from my directory here. Let's do CD. Is it Godkiller? No. Documents. Godkiller. Steamworks SDK. That's it. Public. Tools. Content builder. Builder. OSX. Okay. Build GKSH. Okay. Oh. Because I commented all these out. Let's see. Oh, you got CD do it first. Okay. So it's... Here, let's just copy the part that I'm going to need. Okay, Control C. CD. Bam. Okay, then we do build GKSH. There we go. I just okay. Like that. Okay, take that. Come back to the dock. It's weird that it has to format the number in the same font. Let's also add like a little like that. There we go. Gonna put all this stuff up there. Now let's go to the Steam side. It'll be done without too much more. I mean, the real build happened when I compiled the actual code and resources. This Steam pipe build is a much more shallow sort of build. It's just wrapping all my files with their crap. So, a quick advertisement for Addle Moth from Mauve. Butterfly or cow? I can't remember. This is in the Drod community. In the group of people that play Drod, there is a Mauve Butterfly and there's a Mauve cow. I can't remember which is which. But this is the game he made. He's a fan of a game I made a long while back called Drod, and he made a pretty great game that has some things that are like the game I made, but many other things that are different. So it's nice to play something that's not a Drod clone. Nothing wrong with a Drod clone, but it's not a Drod clone, but it's got things about Drod that I like, and it's added more things that I like too. So it's a stepping game. These enemies, they move when you move. And let's see. He did something really clever with the keyboard controls. With the arrow keys, you can push 2 arrow keys at the same time. It gives you diagonal movement. And you say, well, that's obvious. You just check that both the keys are pressed at the same time. Not so easy. Not so easy. Because most times, when you press 2 keys together, one of them gets pressed a little bit before the other one. So how do you, as the programmer, interpret that as a diagonal movement as opposed to first the user press up and then just 1 millisecond later they press left? The trivial implementation would end up making you go up then left, unless you were very precise and happened to press both buttons at exactly the same time. The way he solved it was to create a little bit of a window where instead of enacting the first input received, he would wait just a tiny little bit longer. 1 frame, he said. 1 frame, which is maybe a 60th of a second. So it really is like down in single-digit millisecond territory. He'd wait 1 frame before deciding to resolve the input to be, go up or go left or go diagonal up left. And he went further than that. He waited 2 more frames where if the input came in late, he would actually undo the issued command that was first enacted. So it gets hard to kind of explain it verbally. Like if I had a chart, I would show the different events and when they come in. But he's basically opening this window of flexibility and interpreting the input. And I do a lot of work there just to get this very beautiful, very intuitive control of hitting 2 buttons at once to get diagonal movement and having it be absolutely reliable inside of a stepping-based game. And what's the thing about a stepping game? That the commands you issue really matter. It's not like I'm beginning to move west or left when I push the left key. It's a full commitment to that command to be executed that you'd hop into the next square entirely. So, really nice controls, and I'm just kind of fanboying over the technical aspects of it. But the game itself is pretty cool too. There's a story to it, and there's a lot of different game elements. So anyways, Adelmoth. The demo's free, and the demo is some hours of gameplay, honestly. It's quite a fair amount there. It's hard. You probably get stuck. I'm stuck on this level, to be honest. Alright. So let's go to Steam. The place I do not like. Steam, not Steamworks. See, this is the kind of thing I need to put inside of my little instruction doc. Alright, now I'll go ahead and do this. Okay. Let me see, where did it actually go to after that? Yeah, let's just make it a link to the dashboard, because that is where I actually want to go. Okay, what is the next thing to do? Let's check the builds. Okay. So if I remember right, it's setting the association of the build with the depot. Well, this is the part I always forget. It's fairly convoluted. Tools. I need to get to the build. So first I think I need to pick my app. So if that's the case, then I need to pick this one. Okay. I mean, this is where I always just totally forget how it's supposed to work. It is a maze. Trying to get to the place where it says where the builds are. I feel like I've already made a bad misstep. Let's go back to dashboard. There's like another thing. There's just another little sub portal inside of here for Steam Pipe, and it always takes me a while to figure out where the fuck it is. This is really not a very well organized site. Just grew by accretion like a coral reef. I'll try going down here again. Get rid of this. Okay, so there's apps and packages. Tools. I have to take a little care not to go in some area that's sensitive. Goddamn. Like every time I come in here, I just forget. Steamworks settings. That's it. Pretty sure. Okay, is this getting me to a place where there's builds and... Yes, okay. Okay, this is the kind of thing I gotta write down. In fact, let's... Could I just have one link to go to here and then not have all the drill down steps? Okay, so that gets me there. This one I'd like to check at some point next year with a little bit of luck. Let's see, builds. Okay, so this would be the direct link to the builds. Get rid of some of these. Okay. Today is December 9th. These are the two new builds that have come through. Let's see, are they still going? Are you still doing stuff? Yeah. Okay, so this is not for all the builds, it's only for the full release versions. Okay. Let's screenshot this. Find the two new builds for GK Windows, GK Win and GK Mac. Verify the build time. Okay. Oh, stop. What? Oh, I hate shit like this. Hey, why are you indented way the fuck over here? And can I just get back over? Oh, maybe because you're still numbering? Okay. Number? No, that was not what you're doing. Nobody can make good rich text editors that follow the intent of the user. That's why Markdown had such a comeback in the last 5 years. People are just like, fuck it. There's no good rich text editor. There's just too many ambiguities. It's so hard to parse through all those closing and ending tags inside of a source document, have them match what the user's trying to do. Bugs will arise. Ambiguous bugs. Very hard type of code to write. And not in an interesting way. Okay, so let me just type the next thing here. And take a little space there. What's that? Is that there? Okay, now we're good again. Okay, set the app branch drop down to default for both of them. But you gotta do them one at a time. So then you preview the change, set build live. Preview change, set build live. Don't want to write every dumb little step. Like some of them I'll be able to just get through without thinking about it so hard. Okay, so now this is where I always have to look a little bit carefully. So I set one of them, I think it was probably the top one, Mac, 435. Now this one, I also need to set. Preview the change. Set build live now. Yes, do it. Okay, so what did that do? Okay, then I'll also tell myself to verify topmost build branch matches the 421, 435. Verify, what do you call them? Build IDs. And default branch are now matching the two latest builds. Okay. Then we'll keep it going. Keep it going. Is there something else to do here? No. Do I have unpublished changes? Doesn't say I do. But I do feel like they're not going to be live yet. I feel like I do need to publish something here. Okay, view the diffs. Okay. I mean, that might have been it. there's none. There are no pending changes. So I think that did set it live. I'll be able to test it in just a moment, actually. Because I've got a Steam key to the press build and all that. So then let's do the demo. Which right now is under the playtest app, but later on I'm going to get this set up correctly and I'll go into there instead. Let's see if I can get to that URL again. In Steamworks settings. Steam pipe builds. Let's see. Repeat steps for the demo. Currently under GK1 under playtest. I don't want to say like app or package, but it's the thing, they have so many buckets and containers and hierarchical things in here that it's hard to keep it all straight. Probably somewhere there's a nice little chart that just shows them all. I wouldn't mind having that. I just pop it up to the top here. But something like, for each app, there are multiple packages. For each app, there can be sub-apps, which repeats the hierarchy all again. Within each package, there are depots. Within each depot, there's builds. Within each depot, there's branches. And builds can have branches applied to them. It's something close to that. I probably left out a couple of things in the hierarchy, but it's hard keeping it all straight. For me anyways. For somebody else, maybe not. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, so this is nice. It's got the new name here instead of saying Beta Mac. Should be set live instantly. So I think I might be coming to the end of the steps. Can ignore that. Okay, and then okay. Windows and Mac. Okay. I have screwed this up before. Okay, now verifying the numbers. 456 and 466. 456 and 466. Good. Okay. Anything to publish? I see nothing to publish. Should be live. I think I did everything. For testing. Launch from Steam client. Okay. And then that means I'll have to do a login. I can do this in front of the world. It's going to have little asterisks over my password. Ooh, but you'll know the number of characters in my password. You'll be able to look at the position of my arm too as I type. It's easier just to switch the screen over and to think hard about it. So I'm tempted to just talk out loud, just say the letters and numbers and symbols of my password as I type it in. That is the default. When doing stuff on these streams, I just say everything out loud. Okay. Is that gonna work? Am I in? Am I connected? I think I am. Let's go back to the work screen. And I don't know if I've ever installed the whole thing from here. This could be fun. This one, I do think I installed it. This stream thing, so stupid. How about instead of streaming it, you just download it and then I'll play it. You know, what the heck, I'll see what nonsense they do when I click it. Yeah, okay, no. Now I get it. It's streaming, it's trying to stream from my other Steam instance on a separate machine. I don't want to do that. That would be ridiculous. Okay. Half a gig is what I came to. That's interesting. I kind of wonder how much storage space I said it would take in my very preliminary system specs. Let's take a look. Edit the store page. Well, I'll just take it down to 1 gigabyte. That leaves a little buffer there. I don't need that. Full controller support. Oh, I like it. Because this is what I got. Cool. I'm not going to bother to change the one for the playtest because I need to move all that stuff over to a demo instead of a playtest anyhow. Okay, so then I come over here and adjust Publish. Did they change this? They used to... Okay, so it says it's published. Let's take a look. Now I can play. Let's look at the store page. So if anyone wants to play the demo, what you do is you click this. It'll say request access down here. You click that and then you just refresh the page maybe. Click away and come back. It'll say play now. There's no gatekeeping. You'll get to play the demo right away. Okay, now I want to see the system specs. 1 gigabyte. That's it. Controller support? Does it say controller support somewhere? Full controller support. I earned it. I earned that designation. Okay, let's go back to the library. Let's friggin' play. No. Oh, cool. Let's restore. Abandon the game. In the egg. Oh, yeah. Cool. Yeah, these are changes from last night.
Could there be spires and towers? You'll climb them for us. The stairs will wind. All the secrets you'll find. Could there be dark little holes and yawning abysses? Would that earn me your praise? Your fawning and kissing. Could there be creatures around? Your brothers and sisters, goodwill to be found. Everyone fits here, it's my world. You're invited once you're here. Be delighted, it's my world. You're invited once you're born. You're inside it, it's my world. You're invited once you're here. Be delighted, it's my world. You're invited once you're born. You're inside it.
Hello. It's okay. It is okay. It's okay, okay? It is okay.
Your hands?
I am God. You are M.
What is this place? Did I die?
Yes, you died.
This is heaven?
No,
Hell?
it is someplace new, made for you.
I died. How did I?
Welcome to your paradise.
I don't get it.
Stay forever, M. All will be provided. I ask but one thing.
Uh-huh.
Never go to the room east of here.
Which way is east?
But if you do go there, do not eat the apple of infinite travels. Stay, and I will tell you something. The story of John.
Sure.
John begat John Jr. The apple will make you too powerful. You won't. Far and fast.
I want to do that again.
And you ate the apple.
I just walked toward.
I know, Em. I am God.
I'll put it back?
You cannot. You could have stayed here in paradise. I would have told you stories.
I'm sorry.
Every day I would have told you stories.
Yeah.
You must go now.
Okay. So that is working. That works fine. Okay. So now what I want to do is pop back over here and let my good buddy Ship know we're rolling. It's up there. All right. So what I really want to do tonight is fix one more bug. because all this stuff with the Steam build, honestly, it feels like treading water. I need to keep making progress. But let me check if I can put in an Instacart order. I check my wife because the Instacart order is going to be dinner. Hold on, I'm going to go check with her on that. I'll be back. 2 to 5 minutes. let's find another thing. 733. Do I have... Let me circle back to this one. This one I feel like I too hastily tried to fix another bug and I caused a different one. So it satisfied me to fix this bug. And the way the night's going, I think I should pick ones that are minutes, not hours. Oh, this one's done. This one's fixed. This one's done. Nice. Okay, let's set this down to 21 days left. All right. We're going to go into spoilers. So Quinzo's Lab has some story events in it. I will change the title at the top to say spoilers. Yeah. And I think Schick said something. Song analyzer thing. Yeah, that's like a Unity exception. That's not in my code, but it's there because this guy's here. So let's just disable that. That'll be good. Okay, file. Open scene. Quinzo's Lab. All right, spoilers coming up, story spoilers. So, is near enough to hear Quinzo's piece state, player's piece. So I say the height between the two is less than 6. And the flat line distance is less than 13. That's what I came up with. This is where it gets weird. I think this is where the problem comes up. I say one of the excuse lines and we interrupt it. me just reproduce it. Okay, I will have to go back to the earlier level to rescue Quinzo, which is even more story spoilers. Okay. Windings. Whoa. There it is.
Which? You invent things down here. So what do you do now?
Okay, there's a bug there to fix. Big one. I guess this goddamn prefabbing. Okay. Gotta go back to windings. Wow, that's a big bug. Fix that bug. That is a massive bug. Don't like that at all. Oh, jeez. What is going on with you? I see your face, player. Character animation binder, that's there. Let's go look at the audio assets. It was like he wasn't talking at all. With any console errors? Just this one, which doesn't really count. Okay, there should just be a ton. Wounded windings with Quinzo. Yeah, addressable. It's all looking fine. Does it have something to do with me just bolting down there? Does it have something to do with the muted? Mute when not speaking, that's probably it. Yeah, he just stayed muted. This got twiddled with a prefab change or something like that. Or I was fixing his messed up mesh by dragging a new instance of Quinzo here. I didn't set the prefab again. Okay, that must have been it. That's probably it. Okay, fixing a different bug to get to the second bug, or the first bug really. Fixing the second bug to get to the first bug.
Triaxles? I invented them.
You invent things down here.
No, I've given that up.
So what do you do now?
Reflect on things I've seen and done.
What about seeing and doing new things?
The best is behind me.
How could you know that? Hey, I need an invention. Come outside this tiny room. Let's talk about it.
Oh,
Come on, please.
I suppose.
So, you know pop-up spikes?
Those are already invented.
Right. But what about a way for sinners to walk over them?
God made those for a reason.
A stupid reason.
I'm no fan of restricting movement. That's how I ended here.
You plan to stay?
I plan to make no further plans. So I suppose, yes.
Then who will invent the spike pass over her?
Someone besides me.
I'll just try inventing it myself. Maybe, oil. Put it on the floor in front of the spikes.
You'll just slip into the spikes faster.
But it might work.
No, it won't. You'll need velocity and height clearance.
So, some sort of bouncy glue.
Stop baiting me with bad ideas. You've convinced me.
You like my oil idea?
No. I must create!
What's the next step?
Back to the lab. I can't wait to see my tools again.
I'll go with you.
Yes, my new friend. We'll go together.
Oh, there's some stuff that's a little bit off here. Like, he should have said blocked. Did he say blocked? I gotta go to windings now. Okay, is he gonna unblock when I fix the waveform? Or is he now stuck for some reason? No, he's... Oh, God damn it, I had this code working. What changed? What changed? It feels like he took an extra step for some reason. Oh, I need to go to the scene view. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's the weird thing. From 8, he should have gone over here. Did I disrupt his movement by walking through the area? That might have been what happened. Let me try it again. I'll see if I can reproduce it. So here's a lesson for me from having gone through all kinds of level scripting this year. What I want to do in the next chapter, when I take a breath and start thinking like how to make the engine so that I have to do less work to add things. Just invest in general pathfinding so that my scripts are not so brittle. Because right now I have to define specific points on a path for the characters to go to.
Marvelous, aren't they?
And
My axles?
what I should
I
do,
invented them.
You invent things down here.
No, I've given that up.
So what do you do now?
Reflect on things I've seen and done.
Pardon me.
she's so late with her pardon me's too. So what I should do is make general pathfinding capabilities. So I just say to a character, I want you to be here, and generally they'll be able to figure out how to get there.
And doing new things.
The best is behind me.
How could you know that? Hey, I need an invention. Come outside this tiny room. Let's talk about it.
Oh,
Come on, please.
I suppose.
So, Pop?
Those are already invented.
Right. But what about a way for sinners to walk over them?
God made those for a reason.
A stupid reason.
I'm no fan of restricting movement. That's how I end it here.
You plan to stay?
I plan to make no further plans. So I suppose, yes.
Then who will invent the spike pass over her?
Someone besides me.
Maybe,
God.
oil. Put it on the floor in front of the spikes.
You'll just slip into the spikes faster.
But it might work.
Oh, no, it won't. You'll need velocity and height clearance.
So, some sort of bouncy glue.
Stop baiting me with bad ideas. You've convinced me.
You like my oil idea?
No, the oil would be terrible.
Okay, so now you went the right way.
Blockage. I must create.
What's the next step?
Back to the lab. I can't wait to see my tools again.
I'll go with you.
Yes, my new friend. We'll go together.
I do know how to correct for him going in that one weird spot. I'm almost certain that was because I was blocking his way. So now I've rescued him.
I can't go past the spikes.
Oh, I should go back.
No, keep going, Quinzel. I'll find you later. I hope.
Could go all the way back to the Queen.
My dear M, you are a lovely force.
Okay. But all that was to set a state of rescuing Quinzo so that when I go to the lab, I can see him there. Let me just restore to Quinzo's lab. Okay, he's there. So before I do all the stuff in Quinzo's lab, I need to fix the one bug I know about inside of Windings. And it's not too hard. When Quinzo walks down here, oh, come on. Come on. Come on. Where? Come on. Was it? Okay, Quinzo waypoint. He walks down here. I can kind of trip him up, and then he ends up going over to this spot. But if I don't want him to do that, I could put... just put a little block right here. Nope. Nope. I do not know what the fuck happened to this snapping. I'm glad I'm glad that I'm almost done editing the levels, because it feels like things are falling apart just as I'm about ready to release the game. Like, things in the editor, in the IDE, are falling apart. Not my game. Just the Unity editor. And most of them, the advice would be upgrade the editor. But I don't know. Yeah, see, like that. Why would the snap suddenly go off over there? I've got it set. Is it a global thing? Global, local? You have to have local set for snap, or global set for snap. And then it does that. Okay. I don't know. Got one there. That should be fine. All right, let's just save that. Okay. So that will make it so he just kind of stops before he goes behind this thing and gets stuck if I happen to trip him up. Okay, now let's go to Quinzo's lab. Yeah, it's that thing about treading water that I really hate. But so far, everything tonight has been like catching up with a newly discovered bug or issue. So I just need to make a little bit of forward progress from what I defined earlier as progress. And then my brain will ease up. Okay, let's check that I can reproduce now. 13 minutes away before the food gets here. Okay, don't fuck around there. See if you can do this in 13 minutes.
What was your name again?
M.
M. Glad to watch your step there. Come with me. Now that you're here, we can finally test it. Just stand on the invention.
Stuff with the audio cutting out. Man, I have literally spent days on the audio cutting out thing.
The wooden stairs. Please climb them. Now, fling yourself west. Just stand on the invention. Fly across the spikes.
Pardon me.
It worked!
That's where it happens.
Yes.
What shall we call it? This new invention.
Stairs?
No. This is a construction we can place at specific...
Okay, she flings. And we hear the pardon me. That means one of the places where the excuse line which one is responsible? Excuse line. Interrupt active spill is needed. Okay, we'll want to check that. Say next one. So is this the only place that it could say it? Is that the only place? Yes. Okay. But you're in the wrong location. Go back. Wrong file. Okay, that's not helpful. Excuse lines. Okay. Say next line. Okay. So I added some code here that was incorrect. That's all it was. So handle lab test. If the test has been concluded, it returns true. That causes interruption of his talking. And then he goes to success. I do not need to have her say an excuse thing. So this is not the problem. Let's come back and test it. I think it's fixed. And if it is, then I'm going to close up the session.
What was your name again?
M.
M. Glad to see you. Watch your step there. Now that you're here, we can finally test it. Just stand on the invention. Now, fling yourself west. It worked!
Yes.
What shall we call it? This new invention.
Stairs?
No. This is a construction we can place at specific locations.
You mean we build this near pop-up spikes?
Yes, but no.
Would you stop pacing?
A permanent thing not part of the original design of a place will be destroyed. But if we find a way...
By pushing it?
But it's too heavy.
We could use oil.
Always with the oil.
Might be
Are
a-
you an oil salesman? Wait a minute. We use oil.
So it will slide.
Precisely.
Then we can push it.
In front of spikes. A genius idea, Em. I will credit your contribution. Now, I work.
Great.
Okay. Excellent stopping point. Not gonna lie to you, I'm dismayed by the prevalence of the audio cutting out. I've spent days. I went deep on this. I found 2 possible reasons for it and fixed those 2 reasons. And probably, I thought, well, at the time I was pretty sure that I'd reduced the prevalence of the audio cutout to something that was infrequent and not that off-putting. And now I just heard like 4 in the last 15 minutes. But the other day I went an hour playtesting with no repro. I even wrote code that would just kind of automatically play audio blah 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 to try to recreate that with sort of a brute force approach, but it's still here. I think it's just as bad as it was before. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure. I've dug into it pretty damn deep. But this is done. This is done. This number's staying about the same as I go to, which is pretty cool. This is a buffer of 4 days. All right, good time to stop the stream. Stopping the stream. Stopping the stream.